Hey guys, my name is Micah Pogue, and today I'm going to be talking about video games and how it pertains to us in the modern era. I should start by introducing video games, and it's really a very broad topic. While the exact origin of games and video games goes far back, I'm going to stick with discussing online gaming as it pertains to us. There's a couple different types of online games. There's multi-user dungeons that are text-based, there's mobile phone games, there's MMORPGs, and there's online shooting games. Among these games, some are driven by simple actions like pointing and shooting, and other games are driven by narratives that take the player through special stories. Originally, MUDs, which stands for multi-user dungeons, existed. These games allowed players to play their game as specific characters, and these characters had distinct abilities and characteristics that were unique to whoever was acting as them. It shaped the way games were played, as characters would walk into new scenarios and be able to use their specific set of characteristics as the player saw fit to achieve a solution. It proved for an intense gaming experience that many were attracted to. MUD games generally evolved into mass multiplayer online role-playing games. In other words, games that were similar to MUDs but now took advantage of the internet to connect to larger amounts of players across the internet. Examples of these games would be like World of Warcraft or RuneScape. They did a great job of retaining user attention and making users really feel immersed in the gaming experience. With that said, user experience has become quite the subject of conversation. This is mostly in respect to games that are violent by nature and might potentially incite violence in the real world. Specifically, many first-person shooter games have been subject to controversy given the amount of violence it allows kids playing the games to be exposed to and the prevalence of shootings that have occurred in the last decade or so. Moreover, the culture of video games has also become something of question. This is best highlighted through the Gamergate controversy. Gamergate is the term being used to describe controversy surrounding online gamers and both bloggers and journalists who've been criticizing the misogynistic culture of games. It's often resulted in personal attacks towards these journalists and bloggers and frequently resulted in threats of real-world violence. This controversy is still relevant as threats of violence caused by were prevalent at South by Southwest and caused the shutdown of two panels that were going to discuss the issue. As a whole, video games served as a tool for both fun and entertainment as they allow players to escape the real world and immerse themselves in a new environment. They continue to evolve over time and now include a broad array of games. With that said, controversy is still a relevant theme of the gaming industry, and many games feature high levels of violence, and gaming culture as a whole has been largely misogynistic. As these problems are addressed, hopefully gaming culture sees improvement, and video games can serve a broader audience for entertainment and excitement.